Okay, so I'm just about to head off to the gym. I'm going to bring you guys along with me on my excuse me, my glute and hamstring workout this morning. But I'm also going to try something like totally different to what I normally do as well. So I'm going to go on the Stairmaster after. Really excited for the pain that this is going to conflict. I've heard that it's absolutely like killer to go on the Stairmaster after your leg workout. And I'm just feeling that extra like deathly workout this morning. I kind of slacked a little bit last week because I was just feeling so like flat and I just did not want to go to the gym at all. And like sometimes that's just fine, just listen to your body. I mentioned in a previous video as well, I just felt like I was kind of a bit run down. I have some like ulcers in my mouth and I was getting a bit of a sore throat, so I just thought I'm just going to take a few days off, probably do me some good, and it has. I did start to feel like a bit better once I didn't go, when I just rested. But yeah, I am back this week. It's Monday now, so we're going to start the week off right. An early morning leg session. This is not as early as I would actually usually go. It's about 8 o'clock now. I would usually go at like 6:30, but I don't have work today, so I don't have to go as early. I'm just going to do some work on my laptop instead today. I'm going to edit my video to get it up for you guys. Should be a what I eat in a day going up next, I think. That means nothing to you because this video will be up like next week, so I don't know why I just said that. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym now, so I'll see you there. Okay, going to be starting off with a warm-up, obviously one of the most crucial parts of the whole workout. So going to be doing lots of leg swings, hip openers, things like that, as I was squatting this day. So yeah, just trying to reduce injury as much as possible and increase my mobility as much as possible. I always like to keep my warm-ups around 10-15 minutes just so that it is like pretty thorough. I do like 30 seconds of each thing really, just till I'm feeling like quite loose, and then I like to do some working sets with just the barbell and also a body weight, just to get my body into the motion of the exercise. Okay, so I'm going to be starting off with a warm-up set. This was 60 kg for me here. I obviously just didn't want to go into my top working weight straight away. You want to ease yourself into it. But I was doing pause squats today, so this is the first exercise of this workout. So obviously this was a glute and hamstring focused workout, so I tried to make these squats as glute focused as I possibly could, because obviously squatting is a largely quad dominant movement, but if you have your feet and your knees slightly externally rotated, it helps get a better connection within the glutes. And the pause at the bottom also allows you to contract the glutes even more. If you just really work on getting some mind to muscle connection in the glutes during the pause, it really helps kind of like disconnect your quads from the movement. God, the shoes are coming off, it's getting serious now. But I also wanted to mention, to get the best mind to muscle connection within your glutes rather than your quads, also make sure that you are hip hinging during this movement. As I've already said in my other videos, hip hinging is so important in getting a connection with the glutes. So I'm just going to like briefly explain hip hinging. So it's kind of like where your upper body is kind of like folded forward rather than straight up to the ceiling. Your head is kind of like a little bit further down looking at the floor, and your upper body is just folded forward more. I don't really know how else to explain that, but it just allows you to get a better connection within your glutes. So you can see me doing the squat here, you can kind of like see what I mean just by the video. Just try and copy what I'm doing as much as possible. But I also find that doing low bar squats, which is where the barbell is further down your back rather than closer to your neck, also gets a better connection within your glutes. And I think I've forgotten to say already, but I did 4 sets of 8 reps here. And then going into our next exercise here, this is just kind of like a time lapse of me putting on the straps in case any of you can see it so that it helps. But we're doing elevated barbell RDLs here, so you can't even see my feet either here, but they are on a plate. So with this movement you want to keep it slow and controlled, also hip hinging. Hip hinging is really important in this movement especially. If you want to get extra connection in the glutes, then I would keep more of a bend in the knee rather than having straight legs. You're going to target your hamstrings more that way. But when you're coming up, make sure you're not hyperextending the glutes, but you're just getting a really good contraction, and you're still squeezing them but you're not hyperextending them. You also want to make sure that you are practically scraping your like shins with the barbell. You want to make sure the barbell is as close to your legs as possible. And then we're going into 10 sets of 10 hip thrusts after the RDLs, and this sounds crazy, but it is a type of German volume training which I do like to implement into my routine every couple of months or so, just when I'm getting a little bit bored of the regular, you know, like 4 sets of 10. You do not have to do this every single glute day. I got a lot of questions about it. You don't need to stress. I would definitely not be doing this every glute day, but every now and again it just adds that extra like spark into my routine, and it just adds a nice bit of intensity into my like progressive overload like routine. And to be honest, I kind of did these more like cast glute bridges, to be honest. I kept quite a small range of motion just to get extra contraction in my glutes, and I just like really killed myself off today and had literally just a 45-second rest between each set. Because you are doing a lighter weight, obviously you're doing 100 reps altogether, so you don't need to worry about that. But now we're going into dumbbell Bulgarian split squats. So these were quite heavy for me. I am using straps, which is why I only did, I think, 6 reps as well. I did 3 sets of 6 reps. But again, I know I sound like a broken record, but hip hinging equals big glutes. So as you can see, my upper body and my head are kind of like folding forward over my knee slightly. But yeah, with these you want to have a wider stance to feel it in the glutes. I have my front foot further forward, and I just like to go quite slow with the movement just to contract the glute on the way up and have most of the weight in the heel of my front foot that is on the floor rather than in my toes. I find that putting most of the weight in my toes focuses more on my quads, and then having all the weight into the back of your heel does more glutes and hamstrings. So last exercise is going to be wide stance leg press. Obviously the wide stance is to target the glutes and hamstrings more than anything else. So I think I did 8 reps here, something like 8 or 10 reps and 4 sets. So I just took this movement quite slow and tried to put lots of the weight in my heel again when I was pushing up, rather than pushing up with the kind of like end of my toes, if you understand what I'm trying to say. So I know that all of you have seen enough videos of people breaking the legs on the leg press, so we all know now not to lock out our knees and to make sure you keep a slight bend in your knees at all times. But I just finished off with a 15-minute Stairmaster. I know, who am I? I'm a changed woman. I was on level 9 for like 15 minutes. I don't really know if that's good or not. I think I could count on my hands the amount of times I've used the Stairmaster. But yeah, I've kind of seen like a lot of stuff about it on TikTok saying it's really good after leg day, so I wanted to try it. But yeah, it was really good. My heart and lung health is not the best, but I'm working on it, and I'm going to try and start doing some more cardio just purely for like the health side of it. Obviously it's got so many like health benefits, but I did actually quite enjoy it. It was just something different. It's just nice to switch things up every once in a while. But yeah, that was the whole workout. The leg session is done. I've just been to get a coffee, but I've just put something on my Instagram stories about this, but I'm just going to touch on it in this video, obviously, because this video is focused on the workout that I just did. But I've got loads of questions about why I did 10 sets of 10 for my hip thrusts. Like, I only do 4. Like, is it essential to be doing 10? Like, does it even do anything different? The reason I did 10 today is I sometimes do this every like month or so, every couple of months, like just to like literally switch up the intensity of my workout. So say I'm feeling a little bit like bored just doing the normal like 4 sets of like 8 or 10, I'll just throw in like 10 sets of 10 in there. It is a type of training called German volume training. Obviously it's like a lot of volume. So yeah, I literally just threw this in just to add a bit more intensity and just like something different into my workout. And also it's really fucking hard. So if you haven't tried it before, then I would try it. You'll really humble yourself. It's so hard. And yeah, just add something different into my workout. No, it's not essential. Like, you don't need to do that every workout. I would never do that every workout. Oh my god. But I just do it like every couple of months or so when I feel like it. If I'm just a little bit bored, so don't stress. You don't need to be doing 10 sets of 10 in all your glute workouts. But yeah, this was today's fit. The leggings are Honor Active, and the like top is literally just like Nike, and that's it. My hat is from JD probably, and then I was wearing my blazers. But yeah guys, are you proud of me? I did cardio today. Wow. I decided to go on the Stairmaster after my workout for 15 minutes because I've heard that it's really good after a leg day to go on the Stairmaster, just to like add that extra definitely experience really. Clearly wanted to die today. Yeah, it was really good. I was literally dying. I was sweating so much, and I was only on, actually I don't even know if this is like hard or not. I think I've been on the Stairmaster like a handful of times in my life, but I was going on level 9 for 15 minutes. I don't really know if that's probably really slow. But yeah, I found it hard, but I'm gonna work my way up just because it's 28th of Feb now. Got some holidays booked in summer, so I'm not gonna essentially cut. I just wanna do a little bit more cardio just to slim down a tiny little bit, but I'm not going into a cut just yet. I'll probably go back to my maintenance. I don't think I'm bulking anymore. It's literally like 3 months till summer. I can't believe it. Yeah, it's not long at all. So yeah, I'm not gonna like make a conscious effort to like do cardio every single session, like be in a massive cut. No, I'm only gonna do cardio. I might even only do it on my leg days, like on the Stairmaster after, because there's no way I'm going on the treadmill and running. But I actually quite enjoyed the Stairmaster, to be honest. It was actually quite good. Yeah, I watched like a YouTube video and stuff, so kept myself occupied. But yeah, that is where I'm at the moment. Not cutting or anything, but that's where I'm at. Okay, so I'm now gonna make my protein smoothie because it's nearly dinner time, but not yet. So I'm just gonna have something to put me on while I edit my video. So I'm gonna show you how I make it. So basically all it is oat milk, strawberry protein, yogurt, and frozen berries. Okay guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the workout, and I hope you try it on your next leg day. It was absolutely killer. My legs are actually still hurting now, actually, to be honest. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.